Hi there, Miranda Alt here with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team with your Monday market update for Monday, October 9th, 2023. Congratulations to all of you marathon finishers out there. That is something I still have yet to undertake, and I commend all of you. That is an amazing accomplishment and something I will probably never do. So congratulations. It was a great day for it. Beautiful weather. It was nice and cool. So it was a great day for a marathon. Next Monday, I will actually not be here. I will be at the bottom of the Grand Canyon. I am hiking the Grand Canyon next weekend. I'm hiking down one day, spending 2 nights in the canyon. Yes, in a tent, sleeping on the ground. Wish me luck. And then I'll be hiking out on Monday. So I will not get you your Monday market update until probably Tuesday, maybe Wednesday when I get back, but I will have zero self coverage. So pray for me. Hopefully it will all go well. I'm excited, but a little scared as well. So taking a quick look at your Monday market statistics for the last 7 days in McHenry County, we had 149 new listings. We had 137 go under contract. We had 96 closed sales, 62 price changes, 5 expireds, and 32 currently on the private network. Now, I pulled my numbers from this week last year, and the numbers are almost the same. In fact, the numbers are a little bit less this week last year than they were this year. So we had less new listings. We had less homes under our contract. So even though the interest rates are the highest that they've been in 20 years, we are still seeing many buyers out in the market wanting to buy their first home, mostly first-time home buyers or people who are having to be relocated. We're still seeing buyers out there. There's still 137 people in McHenry County that put a home under contract in the last 7 days. There's 96 people who bought a new house in the last 7 days. So we still have people out there. I get people asking me all the time, who's buying a house at 8% interest rate? Well, a lot of people. There are some people who have to, number one, and there's other people who are renting and they don't want to rent anymore. So, you got to always think that rent is 100% interest rate. So 8% seems pretty good. And a lot of these people that are buying, they have parents who remember when they put their house, they bought their first house at 13%. I hear that all the time. So people know that 8% is the historical average. It feels very high because our interest rate was so low for so long. And why was it so low for so long? Because we had a recession followed by a pandemic. So low interest rates in the 3s and 4s are not a good thing. We're going to hopefully see them come back to 6, which would be awesome. But right now they're 8. They're actually not quite 8. They're about mid 7s. But for a lot of people, they're locking in at 7.75, 7.8. That's what people are getting right now, even with good credit and a lot of money in the bank. That's just the rates that are out there right now. And it is historically average. So you need to keep that in mind, that they're really not as high as they feel. I know that they feel really high, but they're not actually as high as we might think because of perspective. So taking a look at what happened this year versus last year, we definitely, this is average for October. Now in 2021, we had 211 new listings, 195 go under contract, 138 closed sales, 4 expireds, and 49 on the private network. Well, 2021 was also the greatest year that we'd ever had in real estate. We sold 6.3 million homes in 2021. This year, we're going to sell about 4.2. It may be, the new estimates are not even, we might not even sell 4 million homes this year nationwide. So we're just doing far less transactions. Obviously, part of that is due to a lot of current homeowners being locked in at 3% or below. So a lot of people are locked into that low interest rate and they really don't want to give it up to have a higher interest rate just to get a new house. So the people that are moving are highly motivated. I have some people who are moving because they have a lot of equity in their house. That's another thing. If you bought your house in 2012, and you got a great deal on it, boy, you have a lot of equity in your house. And so if you are really growing out of your current house, you might be willing to upsize your house, given that you've made a lot of money on your current home. So we have a lot of homeowners with a lot of equity. We have a lot of homeowners locked in at a really low rate. So a lot of equity, low rate. If you're motivated to move, some people are doing that. We also have first-time home buyers. A lot of this is driven by household formations. And a household formation is not when I sell my current home and buy another home. That has no effect on inventory. It happens when, my oldest son decides that it's time to move out and get his own place. That is a household formation. And we have more household formations now than we've had in a long time. So we have a lot of people. Remember, I've talked about the fact that we had the largest birth rate of the millennial generation between 1989 and 1992, and all of those people are turning 30, and they all want to buy their first house. So all of those people are out in the market, and they really want to move out of mom and dad's house. They want to move out of mom and dad's basement, and they want to get their own place. So that's what's driving this whole thing. We still have very low supply. In Crystal Lake, we still have 1.2 months inventory, which is way too low. That is a seller's market. Remember, anything under 4 months inventory is a seller's market. We have 1.2 months in Crystal Lake. We have 1 month's inventory in Cary, 1.3 months in Algonquin. You get the picture. It's the same all over. And in the Midwest, you know, there's a lot of talk of, oh, you know, houses are overpriced, overvalued. You know, when you have 10 people all willing to pay the same price for a property or for a commodity, is it really overvalued? No, that's just the price. That is the effects of supply and demand. There is not enough supply. We have very high demand, and you have a lot of people willing to pay a certain price for a certain thing. That is the most basic economic principle, and that is what's driving prices up. Now, that being said, if interest rates continue to go up over the coming months, will we see prices come down? I think the answer is maybe. I think that we might see some people, some buyers, get out of the market for the next few months, hoping that interest rates will come down, wait for the spring, say, well, let's wait till we see if there's more inventory in the spring, more to choose from. Maybe, you know, interest rates will come down and we'll have more to choose from. If that happens, we may see some prices come down. However, that is also potentially just a seasonal effect. We tend to see sellers be more negotiable going into the holidays. Sellers that put their houses on the market right now are typically more motivated to sell, and therefore it might be a good opportunity for a buyer to take advantage of that motivation and maybe get a little bit of a discount. It's not going to be a huge discount. I don't think we're going to see prices plummet. But if you're a buyer and you're thinking about sitting out and waiting for a couple months to see what happens in the spring, now might be a really good time for you to enter the market and see if you might be able to get a little bit of a deal and maybe get a little bit of a price break on the homes that are listed right now. You also might not have 10 offers competing for the same home because there are less people in the market right now, even though we still have very low inventory, which the inventory is measured based on how many homes are listed for how many buyers there are. So even though we have 1.2 months inventory right now, and we also had 1.2 months inventory this month in 2021. So in October of 2021, we also had 1.2 months inventory. So we had way more homes for sale in October of 2021 than we have right now, but we have the same inventory because we had more buyers in the market than we do now. So we had more homes listed and more buyers. We have less home listed, but we also have less buyers in the market. So it evens out to where we actually have the same amount of inventory, even though we have less homes for sale. So it's also called our absorption rate. So that being said, prices are still, considered, they're still going up. We still have appreciation in our homes. We might not be appreciating as rapidly as we did over the last 3 years, but prices are holding pretty steady. But you might be able to get a little bit of a deal if more and more buyers are going to kind of hit the sidelines and wait for interest rates to come down. So it might be a good time to get into the market if you're a buyer thinking about doing that. So I'm Miranda Alt with Keller Williams Success Real Estate and the Miranda Alt team. Thank you so much for watching. Hopefully you found this helpful. If you are thinking about becoming an investor, I will be doing an investor seminar on October 25th at 6 p.m. at Duke's Ale House and Kitchen in Crystal Lake. We'll be talking all about how to buy your first property, how to get a good tenant, how to avoid maintenance issues, and all of those things that people always wonder about when they're thinking about becoming an investor. So if you're interested in that, please check it out. I'm Miranda Alt. Thanks again for watching. Have a great rest of your Monday. Bye-bye.